So we have two things to get out of the way before we get to this week's video. Number one, as Miles said on Friday, Philip has decided to leave the channel for personal reasons. We all wish him the best and hope everything goes well for him. And so that means we're looking for a new Wednesday. So that should be exciting. And we'll figure something out in the meantime on Wednesday, like Miles said, to entertain you. Now the second thing that we have to get out of the way is that this week might get a little personal for some of us. I know it's going to get a little personal for me. Some people are more open than other people, though. I mean, this week, I know we talked about it in our first video, kind of, how we came out, but this is coming out week. This is how we came out, full, long story. So, roll the clip. I have to start off by saying that I don't know how I ever thought I was straight. Because for me, it's always been a battle. I never really wanted to accept the fact that I was gay. I don't know why. It's not like I would have been shunned by anybody. It's not like, I mean, it's scary, obviously. Coming out is horrifically scary. But like, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy was my favorite TV show. I mean, I had crushes on guys. I ignored it until I was about 16. Right around 16 years old, I started thinking, well, what if I'm bisexual? And even that didn't really sit right with me. Like, I had nothing against gay people. It was hard for me, you know, it was really hard to accept myself. And so all through high school, I was closeted and terrified, and I didn't have the right attitude. Like, I didn't trust myself enough to be able to come out. And then I told my mom when I was about 17, I think, and she was fine with it. Obviously, my mom she's the best. And then I waited a whole year to tell anybody else. It was the night of high school graduation, and I told my dad, which was also fine. You know, I'm lucky to have two parents that don't mind my sexual orientation, because I know some people don't have that. And then I just kind of came out at once. I mean, Facebook's a really useful tool these days. That's pretty much where I came out. Reaction was positive. I haven't had a single problem with any of my friends with it. You have to love yourself. That's rule number one. You always have to love yourself. Sometimes it takes a while. It took me a long time to love myself. Do I love everything about myself? Oh, haha. No. Humanity is one great long journey about accepting yourself and finding yourself and growing up, because we never stop growing up. Don't ever say you're grown up, because you're not, until you're dead. Once you're dead, you're grown up, because you can't learn anything more when your carcass is in the ground. Basic rules you should remember when you're coming out. And these are just my basic rules. These aren't like universal basic rules that everybody's going to agree with. Like Nolan or Matt or Miles might not agree with my rules, but they worked for me. So they may or may not work for you if you are indeed in the closet and would like to come out. It's a difficult thing to do. So my basic rules, number one, if your friends aren't okay with it, they are not your friends. Now with your parents, this is a touchy subject. My view on parents who cannot accept their children, they need to grow up. That person is your child. To think of them differently because of who they love, that just makes you immature. It's very irresponsible of you. I don't understand it. And that leads me to rule 3. It is your life. You do not need to be miserable because other people are not going to accept you. Because I will tell you right now, there are going to be people who accept you for who you are. There are good people in this world. I know it seems difficult to believe that sometimes with all of the horrible things that go on. There are good people in this world who are going to care about you for exactly who you are. If it's not your parents, it's not your parents. And I know that I can't even imagine what it would be like to have your parents disown you or kick you out or hate you because of who you are. That is their problem, not yours. It is not your fault that they chose to be immature about it. I like you for who you are. I don't even know you, and I like you for who you are. And if I do know you, then you already know that I like you for who you are. It's very important that we get that message out. It is your life. You need to be happy for you. I need to be happy for me. Right? You need to be happy for you. Those are the rules. That was my story. If there are any people watching right now, LGBTQA+, if there are any of you who want to hurt yourself or kill yourself, because of who you are, I urge you to get in contact with me or Nolan or Matt or Miles, whoever you feel comfortable talking to. You can reach us at our Tumblrs. They're in our original videos. I'll probably list them down in the doobly-doo. Come to us. Ask us questions. You're not alone. Don't ever think you're alone, because I promise every single person on this channel is here for you. We may not get back to you in 5 seconds, but we will not ignore you because we care about you very much. That's why we made this channel. To help you, viewer. Anyway, that is going to be all for this week. Nolan, I will see you tomorrow, and we're going to do something on Wednesday. Bye. Oh dear. Where am I going? Wow, it just spun all the way back around. I didn't even have to try. Look at that. Well, it almost spun all the way back around. Good enough.